Hello, this is an advanced movement guide for Spider-Man. It is part of This is part of a multiple-part series, which also cover other things about Spider-Man. So make sure you go check those ones out. Links in the description. So Spider-Man is very complicated. If you got this far, then you probably know. So like, you need good movement, or you won't be able to do anything with this. With Spider-Man, because you can't like actually control how he works. Because he's the fastest hero in the game, and you need to know what to do. So at the start of this video, I'll be covering how, like, the fundamentals of Spider-Man's movement. The settings you'll need will actually go before this, because I just decided that now. Then I'll be covering some text. Of how to play Spider-Man and his movement. And then I'll be going into just some basic stuff. And then maybe I'll include off the maps if I can be bothered. And then I'll include off the maps. Okay, so for the start, the settings you'll need for this. For just this alone, you only need hold to swing on, simple swing off, and then any button bound to simple swing, which basically allows you to simple swing when you need. Hold to wall crawl, hold to run on walls, and then advance towards crosshair. Okay, anyway. So now I've got the basic things. So, for a start, if you had simple swing on, you'll be used to just swinging like this, not really having to aim. But now you do have to aim. What I find is useful is don't just start flicking, like, unless there's a, like, don't flick your joystick or mouse. Just, if you're going to swing onto something small, just wait for it to appear on your screen. Like that. So if I'm swinging off that, wait for it to appear on my screen, and then if I was actually good at the game, I'd land that. It's not incredibly easy, but waiting to do it is so much easier than just flicking randomly. See? I'm finding it so much easier doing that. See? So the next thing that you've already been seeing me do is I have been uppercutting at the end of a swing to carry on my momentum. So for example, if I start off there, and I swing off there, without an uppercut it gets to be here, which is not very far. But with an uppercut, it gets to be here, which look how much, that doesn't look like incredibly far, but then that also, you can animation cancel it. So you can just do that again. And it's much easier. And then look, I'm over here. Another thing that I've already been doing quite a lot is I've been bunny hopping. And this is probably like one of the more difficult movement mechanics. And what it is, so you double jump. So this will just be step by step, double jump. And you do a web zip. A web zip is where if you've got simple swing off, if you just split my screen into half, that would just pull me towards it. But if I did it under, I can do that. And that alone doesn't really help any much, like that much. But if I want, I could do that and then run away or something. Another thing you can do is you can actually manipulate how you can, like, web swing. So for one, you can get, if you want to get over a ledge, you want to stand about there, aim to the top of the ledge, and then hold W and you'll swing, or push your joystick forward. This can be quite useful if you want, like, if there's an actual cover you can take advantage of. On the, I believe, Clintar app, Convergence, you see, like, spaceship kind of things sticking out the way. You can hide behind that and then just do that kind of thing, and then just, like, that kind of combo, I don't know. And then to swing under something, like if you want to swing under a doorway, you look at the top of the doorway, swing, and then pull your joystick or hold S. Pull your joystick back or hold S. It only really works if you're from, like, here, though. It doesn't really work if you're this far. But if you want to do that kind of thing, just B-hop, which is what I'll be showing you next. So, a B-hop is when you cancel and do a chain of hops that carry your momentum. It can be quite good for getting you across the map. Like, they will just send you across the map as much as you need, and you'll be impossible to chase once you get this tech down. So how it works is, you're going to double jump, and then web zip.
Sure those are bad guys.
And then the problem with B-hopping on Spider-Man is you can't B-hop off the bat because you can't cancel that, like, rolling animation. So what you can do is you can cancel it with a tracer. And then you hit jump, and on console, it's not great because you can't really... you have to time it, which means it doesn't work as much. On PC, it's easier because you can bind normal jump, not your double jump, to scroll wheel, and then you can just spam that, hold that down. But you can do that kind of thing. And then it can be, if you jump early, it can be kind of awkward, but that's actually useful for something I'm going to show you later. That's the thing I'm showing you. And I definitely meant to land that first try. And it's basically... So you're going to do double jump, B-hop into the air, and then you do an uppercut. But you can actually cancel your uppercut with a web swing. But the thing is, you can't do it below your neck, or it's going to be like that. Unless you pre-aim, and then you do, which is a web swing, and then immediately cancel it with a pull. But I think it's much easier to just do that and then that. And it's not always great. Like, it's much easier just to get that kind of kill if you're on console. But sometimes it's so much easier against the tank. Like, it just absolutely wipes the floor with tanks. Even tanks with movement abilities. Because it's like, in theory, you could take it all the way there. But you, if you're like me, I'm arse, so, yeah. Another thing you can do, like, there's multiple ways. So that was the most common way. But the easiest way is literally to just jump off and then do that kind of thing. I mean, you don't want to uppercut them, you would jump. You would jump off. Oh my days. who's gonna win, who's gonna win, who's gonna win, who's gonna win. Oh, that one wins. You could do that and then simple swing.
Pretty sure those are bad guys.
And that's like an easy combo. Well, not really combo, but it's quite easy to pull off and doesn't require an insane amount of skill. Which, for Spider-Man, is unheard of. Another really good place to practice them, though, is where the hell is my tank? Where is he? What happened to my tank bot? No, like, where's my tank bot? Where's the tank bot? No, like, actually, shouldn't there should be, like, a tank over here. Okay.
Pretty sure those are bad guys. Now I gotcha. Now I gotcha. Crack the whip.
So, another good place you can practice is here. You can swing off there, and then just like, I meant to do that because I'm demonstrating what it would be like to be a noob. And then do that. How the hell? Sonya. I can't stand. I can't stand there. Anyway, that's quite a good spot to practice because it is, it's got easy void. Another good place to practice, though, is if you select Spider-Man for the team-up. When the new team-ups are out, and this is completely changed, you can still just pick Spider-Man and spawn an enemy. You can practice, like, over here. Like, you'd stand on that ledge and do that kind of thing. What other movement techs are there? Oh yeah, you can actually you can actually swing forever by just all you have to do is keep aiming at the thing you're swinging up. So like, oh my god. So you can do is, see, if you just keep aiming, and if you're actually good enough, and you can do this for like as long as you want eventually, there is actually like an infinite stall you can do on the Clintar Domination map. Because you can just swing there, and they're not really going to be able to hit you when you're just doing this, are they? So that's quite funny to do. It doesn't, it's like quite niche, but I still think it's a fun party trick, basically. And sometimes if you're lucky, you can do it off there, but it's not as easy. This next trick, tech is more for combos, but it is, if you still considered a movement tech. So if you don't know what's going on there, I'm using simple swing to actually all I'm doing is I'm using, so as I hit that like that, what I'm doing is I'm then simple swing behind and hitting like that, and it kills 350 HP, but no, well, it kills 300 HP, but you don't need to worry about that because it's a movement guide. But it is still, it just demonstrates how simple swing can be useful. Like, it's really good for engaging with a counter slam, because you can just simple swing in like that, and then that leads up to combos like this, which will annihilate most people. And it's just good. And I don't, like, most people don't actually know how you can do that and just absolutely dunk on anyone with any form of scum whatsoever. Like, I'm pretty sure there's, like, apart from my friends who I've told, there's, like, 2 other people who know about this, that I actually know about it. Like, I haven't even seen Necros use it before. And when you're pulling off, text that the rank of the former rank on Spider-Man can, I haven't seen Day use it either, by the way. But when you're doing text that not even, like, the rank 1 Spider-Man can, I mean, that's pretty satisfying. Okay, I believe that is actually it for this video. It's, for these guides, a lot shorter than normal. But there's not a huge amount of Spider-Man movement. Like, there's a lot less than you'd think. When you know there's like 50 million combos. So, with that all, have a wonderful day, and see you in the next video.